Michael Sprague is the COO and the Executive Vice President of Kia Motors America. And you guys got this brand new car. I don't know anything about it. You're calling it the Stinger. What is it?
It's bold, it's beautiful, it's exciting. It is a rear-wheel drive, fastback sports sedan, the first for Kia, and this is going to be a game changer for us.
Why so? Because we're in a CUV, SUV world. Here you come out with a passenger sedan and you're telling me this is a game changer.
Absolutely, just because we've been talking about design for the last 10 years and the importance of design to the Kia brand, and Peter Schreier and his team have come out with some phenomenal designs. We've talked about quality, we've talked about technology, we've talked about safety. We've never really talked about driving dynamics and driving performance. This car looks great. It's going to drive as good as it looks. And I think that's going to take the bar even higher for the Kia brand.
So you're going to convince the enthusiast crowd, certainly, that you're serious.
Absolutely. When they get behind the wheel, they're going to, the journey that they're going to have is going to be phenomenal. And that's what this car is about. It's about the journey. It's not about getting to the destination first. It's about enjoying the drive. If you listen to Guillaume from our design studio in Europe, he talks about the inspiration that he had for this vehicle growing up in Paris and driving to the south of France in the 1970s in the big Gran Turismo vehicles. That's what this vehicle is all about.
So tell us a little bit about it. You mentioned rear drive.
Yep, also available all-wheel drive as well.
Oh, interesting.
Yep, so new platform for us. And so 5-passenger, it's going to have all of the latest and greatest technology when it comes to market later this year. You name it, it's going to have it. You know, autonomous braking, lane departure, lane warning, backup, everything.
Well, that's all good, but from an enthusiast standpoint, what's under the hood?
Yeah, so there's going to be two engine options. So we've got a twin turbo 3.3 liter, which will deliver 365 horsepower, and then a 2 liter turbo, which will deliver 255 horsepower. So it's gonna perform. It's gonna be a fun car to drive.
And your choice of the transmissions, or
8-speed on both.
8-speed on both. Okay.
Yep.
Manual at all?
No manual at this point.
Okay. So, at this point, that's a.
Well, you know, we always like to leave things open.
Yeah. And as an enthusiast, I've got to ask as well. Where do you see this position? Who's it going to compete against?
Well, if you look at other luxury brands, Infiniti, Audi, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, they all have something in this space. And so we're just going to kind of show up to the party, show consumers you can have a beautifully designed vehicle, great driving experience at a great value, backed up by our 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, and of course, J.D. Power Initial Quality #1 ranking.
I know, you guys knocked it out of the park with
that. You know, but it just shows the commitment of the company. In 2001, we were dead last. 2016, 15 years later, #1. You know, years ago, people wouldn't consider Kia as, you know, a design leader. And Peter and his team have done a phenomenal job. And now you look at this and you're just like, wow. I mean, I am so excited by this car.
I can imagine, and I'll bet this car is really good. But the Kia brand, I mean, when you pull up and there's a BMW and a Mercedes and an Audi and you go, you got to explain why you bought a Kia.
And that's why we think this is going to be the game changer. Because you're right, and that's what we've been facing with over the last couple of years since we've introduced, basically transformed the brand. There are still people that are looking at it like, yeah, but you had to buy the Kia. What's the justification? I think now, when people look at this, they're just going to say, well, of course, look at it. It's beautiful. It's spectacular. It's bold. I mean, you don't have to explain beauty. I bought it because I desired it. I wanted it. There's that emotional connection.
That's a great line. I love that. You don't have to explain beauty, and that's absolutely true.
Yep.
If it's beautiful, people will just go for it.
Right.
And you said later this year, what? Midsummer, late fall?
Late fall.
Okay.
Yep. You'll see it. It'll go on sale as a 2018 model year.
I'm sure you're not talking price either.
Not talking price yet, exactly.
Okay.
But you know, the Kia brand stands for value, and this will continue our value story with the Stinger.
Fascinating introduction for Kia. Michael Sprague, thanks for your time today. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it, as always.
Good deal.
Thanks.
At IAC, inspiration comes from within, and it shows in every material choice we make, every surface technology we develop, and every design detail we obsess over. Because as a global leader in automotive interior components, we understand that it's what's inside that truly drives us all. It's why we create solutions that seamlessly connect consumer to car, sight to sound to touch. Visit IACgroup.com and be inspired.